We're taking it out west, to the prairies, to the park, to the people who decided deserves a home in a place nobody expected. Edmonton Reggae Festival Society is holding it down, and this year's lineup? Serious. From turbulence touching the stage with Powerhouse Band to Singing D and Daddy H, Ramadan, Chucky, Nutty Royal, Saint and the full 100 band, Champagne, the top banger, Jana Dancers, Miss Diva, Donna Makeda, Empress Divine, Kiana Faith, Busha, and Dallas Arcand. The energy is set, the vibes are clean, and the community is ready. And you know, with that lineup, we have to give them a sexy horn. We're talking love, unity, and reggae in full color at William Hawrelak Park. And tonight, we're getting into the story behind it, the mission, the movement, and the man helping shape the culture out west. This is the Big and Serious Podcast, but before we do any of that, you know how we do. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Massive and crew all across the world, introducing Angie Goodaz, the hostess with the mustache, big and serious podcast creator, yeah, creator and producer, big energy, big heart, big truth, when it's selector. Good evening, my people. This one is a special dedication to a woman with grace, vision, and soul. Angie Goodaz. When Angie speak, the whole room listens. Heart so pure, yeah, the truth she giving, big and serious, loving every session. Healing words, real conversation. Lovers rock, sweet vibration. Podcast flow, pure elevation. From the mic to your heart, no hesitation. Angie Goodaz bring love to the nation. Big and serious, where love gets serious, where truth feel glorious. So turn it up, lean back, feel the emotion. This one your certified devotion. Angie Goodaz, keep the love in motion. Big and serious, both us, straight from the heart, straight from the heart, straight from the heart, straight from the heart. Oh.
This is the Big and Serious Podcast, music, conversation, and a little trouble every time. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Angie Goodaz, coming to you from Toronto and tapping into the heartbeat of the culture across Canada and around the world. And before I get into any of that, let me big up the Massive and the crew and bring them in one by one, Yazid. So, time to bring in Instagram. You done know. Instagram, TikTok, they really don't like when I run the intro videos. So we have to bring them in after the things, after the excitement, you know? Too much excitement is keeping. So, Wagwan Instagram, welcome to the building. And now let's run over to TikTok and let them in too. And while I'm doing that, let me take a moment to say big up to Wheelie Down Productions for my sexy logo and my Casamigos rhythm, which I'm about to run for you in just a moment. I just want to let TikTok in the door. Yazid. Yes, all right. So we have everybody in here. I want to say big up to my OGs, YouTube and Twitch. You done know. The home of the Big and Serious Podcast is officially YouTube. So if you missed the show or you ever want to catch a replay, or maybe the Goodaz said something and you're like, wait, what did she say? I need to hear that again. You can always go back and catch the replay by clicking on the live tab. And, you know, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you to
like and subscribe.
I also want to take a moment to big up the Roots Rock Reggae radio show. They air on CKUT 90.3 FM out of Montreal every Monday morning, early in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock. You can catch Singing P, Selector Madman, Cassette Man, Calendar Man, and of course, Brother Cliff in the building. And the Goodaz runs through every week at 2 o'clock in the morning with information for the nation. Last week, what did we talk about? Sleep in the summer? Yeah. I'm not sure what we're talking about this week, but you can catch me at 2 o'clock in the morning over there. Now that I have done all my greetings and salutations, you know, I run a little Casamigos rhythm because, you know, am I rhythm that? So I want to say, oh, wait, you don't want to play for me tonight? I want to say big up to Wheelie Dan for that, but, oh, here we go. I want to say big up to Wheelie Dan for my sexy Casamigos rhythm. So I'm going to run that in the background because, you know, when you hear the Casamigos, you know the Goodaz she's lurking in the shadows. She's lurking in the shadows. I'm feeling amped tonight. We are taking you out west to Edmonton, where the reggae community has been building something powerful, intentional, and full of love. We've got your big up and your serious ting, your big conversation, your big feature, and of course, my favorite part of the show, only because, you know, music drives me. We have the vinyl ritual to close out the night. So we're talking about the Edmonton Reggae Festival Society, 23 years strong. The festival itself was established in 2014 and still pushing reggae forward in a market people don't always see. But they should. 100% they should. We're celebrating the artists, the organizers, the culture builders, and the community that keeps reggae alive in the prairies. So we're joined by Kevin Simpson, communications manager and PR lead for the festival, a man who's been doing the work, building the bridges, and shaping the story of reggae out west. So settle in, hold the vibes, and let's get into it. This is Big and Serious, and tonight, we're taking it to Edmonton. But first, you don't know, we have to do our big up. So tonight, I want to say big up to the entire Edmonton Reggae Festival Society, 23 years in the game and still building culture with intention, respect, and love. And I think I just read that. I did. Big up the artists touching the stage this year. We got Turbulence backed by the Powerhouse Band, Singing D, Daddy H, Ramadan, Chucky, Naughty Royal, Saint and the Full 100 Band, Champagne the Top Banger, Jana Dancers, Miss Diva, Donna Makeda, Empress Divine, Kiana Faith, Busha, and Dallas the Arcand. Oh, sorry, and Dallas Arcand. Sorry, Dallas, I apologize. A full day of roots, culture, dance, and community energy at William Hurlick Park. So big up to the host, Patricia Dillon, aka Pat Dillon, aka Mama Pat, holding the vibe steady, and it's going from 12 p.m. until 10 p.m. inside the Heritage Amphitheater. And I want to say big up to the sponsors making this possible: Factor, Canadian Heritage, Africa Center, Canada Council for the Arts, and the Edmonton Arts Council. Real support, real support, real investment, real commitment to the Caribbean culture in the prairies. And we have to big them up for that. So the tickets are moving, all right? So early bird tickets, early bird is $60, VIP is $90, and that's until July 31st. So you have a little bit of time. And then regular admission is after that. So if you're in Edmonton, if you're in Alberta, if you're anywhere out west, pull up. In fact, if you're anywhere in Canada, pull up. Just pull up and, enjoy the vibes. This is love and unity in full color. And, sometimes the culture grows in places that people don't expect. And we're heading into the serious ting. And after the serious ting, we will bring my guest on who's been waiting so patiently in the green room. Serious ting, let's go. So, again, culture sometimes grows in places that the people don't expect it to. And sometimes the people doing the work aren't the loudest or the flashiest, or the ones getting the national spotlight, but they're the ones holding everything together. And what's happening in Edmonton is one of those stories, because reggae didn't arrive out west with a big announcement or a big industry push. It arrived the way our culture always arrives, through the people, through migration, through community, through somebody saying, yo, brethren, we need a space, we need a vibe, we need a place where the music can breathe. And that's what Edmonton Reggae Festival Society has been doing for 23 years. Bridget, that's almost half my life, okay? Building something steady, something safe, something positive, something that treats artists with respect, whether they're brand new or 20 years in. And I want to say this clearly, and I'm going to say this loudly. Reggae out west is not a novelty. And I'm going to say that one more time. Reggae out west is not a novelty. It's not a side project. It's not a cute little scene. It's a real community with real artists, real supporters, and real cultural impact. And when you see a festival thriving in a place people don't always associate with Caribbean culture, it reminds you of something important. Our music travels. It travels. Our culture expands, and anywhere Caribbean people land, they build. So tonight, we're giving Edmonton its flowers because they've been doing the work, and the rest of the country needs to see it. And with that, I'm going to take a moment and slay. All right. So tonight, we're joined by someone who has been doing the work out west, quietly, consistently, and with real intention. A man who understands that building culture isn't just about events. It's more than that. It's about community, communication, and creating spaces where people feel seen. He is the communications manager and PR lead for the Edmonton Reggae Festival Society. And for 23 years, he's been a part of the movement that refuses to let reggae fade in the prairies. He's helped shape the story, build the bridges, and make sure the artists, local and international, have a platform that feels safe, respected, and ready for the world. So I'm going to welcome Kevin to the Big and Serious podcast, and we are entering into the big conversation. So thumbs up if you're ready, Kevin. I love it. I love it.
Yes, Angie Goodaz, big and serious.
Big and serious. Wagwan.
Yes, I'm here. Good for having us. Thank you for giving us a little spotlight out here in the West, letting people know about us.
Yes. Well, thank you for being here. Because, you could have said, I can't be bothered with all that, right? But you were like, let's do this. So I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, the only way to get people to know about us is putting ourselves out there, not just in our community, but right across Canada and internationally, Edmonton Reggae Fest, that's what we do,
That's right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off my Casamigos just so that the audience can hear you loud and clear, right?
That's Casamigos, reading buds,
Is it? Thank you.
Yeah,
I have to big up Wheelie for that because Wheelie was like, Angie, I have a rhythm for you, and this is you. And I love him for it every week when I hear it. I'm like, yo, he did his big one, not gonna lie.
It definitely make your face bright up every time you play it, I notice. So
yeah. Definitely. So as we get into, I'm going to take you through a few paths and sections during our conversation tonight. Yeah, so let's start it off with why Edmonton needed a reggae festival. Actually, you know what? Before we even get into that, do you want to let the people know a little bit of your resume?
Oh, well, geez, what we call personally, I'm an iron worker by trade. So we love to build bridges naturally.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, but over the years we've been doing, promoting independent artists, doing music, showing them how to, market and promote themselves, not just through singing and performing, but sometimes through merchandising and find a way to create a side income, or would you say, a positive income.
Yeah.
And building bridges within our community, So I wear all those hats. I'm a marketer, promoter. I advocate for the artists, and always out there behind them, either behind the scene or in the scene,
I love it. I love it. And you're doing very important work and not building bridges figuratively and literally. And it's such a beautiful thing,
Serious thing. Big and serious.
Big and serious. Hold on, let me just take a quick look at this 1 second. I can't see my TikTok massive. All right, so now they're
Big up
officially, well, they were
YouTube.
in, yes, big up to YouTube.
Big up the
Um,
TikTok massives.
yes, they were here, but I couldn't see them, but I know they're there. So I'm going to take you down the first path, which is why Edmonton needed a reggae festival. So, why was it important to establish a reggae festival specifically in Edmonton?
Specifically in Edmonton was one reason is we're here, and we advocate and promote artists and music and reggae artists. And we went to different places across Canada and internationally, and saw them have great reggae festivals, and a great way that they built gaps within their, not just in their Caucasian community, but within our own community, like amongst ourselves. And me and my partner, we looked into it and said, well, Edmonton would benefit from something like that. And when we say Edmonton, we also thought of our Caribbean community, our reggae community. But being in Edmonton, we're very diverse here, so we did it for Edmonton. That's why it's called Edmonton Reggae Fest. But we also wanted to show the rest of Alberta and Canada that we have some great independent reggae musicians here, and that reggae is also a positive thing. And we already know that, but it's important that we show the world that reggae is also a positive thing for the movement.
Yeah, and I agree with that, especially because for some reason, occasionally, reggae does get a little bit of a negative connotation, like negative stigma about it, or even sometimes the events do. So I love that you're like, nah, we got something good, we got something positive. We need to have that here, right?
Yes.
I want to ask this: why the focus on reggae and not like soca or Afro beats?
We've been asked that question in the past, but reggae is a music platform that out here doesn't get recognized as often as we think it should. We love our soca, and we do find a way to incorporate it in our festivals. And but reggae needs to have its own spotlight, and we do come across when we are marketing and promoting that a lot of our friends and colleagues say the Jamaica festival, or but we like to remind them that it's a reggae festival, and we want to, there's reggae festivals all over the world
That's
that
right.
that brings great music and brings families together. And I love our festival the most because the children, they come, and they can be in an atmosphere where they can run around and play, and their parents still feel comfortable and safe. We
Yes.
we believe that reggae can heal the world neatly, if we just give it a chance and put it out there properly.
I agree with you on that, and I love just the thought of the kids running around while the parents are enjoying themselves. As a parent, I was a single mother. Not that her dad wasn't around; he was around. So let me just put that out there. But on the weekends when I had her, it was nice to have places that I could go and she could go, and we could both have a good time. And it wasn't like one of us compromising. So it wasn't like I had to be, stuck with her at a park somewhere with a bunch of kids running around. No, I could be with my friends, with my girls, and she could be with all of our children. And they
Yeah.
could be gone to face paint and come back, take the money and spend it.
Yeah.
Um,
If I could add to what we were saying there, one of the things that I've noticed, like when I do a lot of research, and especially when we're doing Black History Month stuff and various cultural programs and workshops, is it dawned on me that over the years a lot of our Caribbean people move all over the place, and I'm speaking on behalf of Jamaicans at the moment, but we moved to England and we moved to Canada and America, and one of the things that keeps us grounded is our reggae music.
yes.
It allows us to adapt peacefully in these unique environments that we move to for various reasons. And the Diaspora, as always, turn to reggae music to uplift us or give us a place, just like other cultures do, whether it's the Ukrainian cultures or you name them, they have a place that they come to together and listen to their music, have their culture. And we are Jamaicans, and we are part of the Caribbean, so yes, we embrace the Caribbean, but it's also good that we keep our identity positive.
Yes.
And reggae is
Yes.
one of our positive identity, and I would like to continue embracing it through music and culture, you know?
Yes, and I agree with you on that. And even you talk about reggae making us feel grounded in other spaces. For me personally, I'm learning French. And one of the ways that has really helped me is playing French reggae and playing. And this morning, I discovered French dance hall, and I was like, "What?" You
Yes.
know. So can't really
Big,
understand. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say big up Miss Diva and Jakarta, you know, from Montreal. Those are, you
Yes.
know, comment
Yes.
ça va bien?
Oui, c'est ça. Yes, big them up. Moi, je suis très fière de Miss Diva for all of her growth and everything that she has done.
Yeah.
So, and Jakarta is just a vibe. So, Kata, you need to come back on the show. Let me just say that. You need to come back on the show. We need more stories. And them too, like, aside from all your other artists that you have performing on this year's show, them two alone will be a vibe. So you can imagine you have them two, and then you spread out, you spawn it out, so to speak. It's gonna be a very crazy show.
We're like, you know, we're always excited to have them.
Yes. So I'm gonna take you down section 2, the destination event. So people come from far and wide to attend. What do you think draws them to your festival?
Well, there's a few things. The atmosphere. Edmonton is a great city we have a lot of sky, if that makes sense. We're not
Yeah.
surrounded by a lot of buildings. We have great park atmosphere. The second reason is, it's reggae, and we have a short window of summer here in Edmonton or in Alberta. And when people come from far and wide to visit their families or just on vacation, the reggae festival is always a great place for them to come. In Edmonton overall, there's great food, and it's a diverse culture here. So there's people from all over that's always here.
So how do you, with all of that that Edmonton has to offer, how do you position Edmonton as a reggae destination in a market that isn't heavily promoted?
Good question. Um, a lot of the other spaces, like Edmonton, is still considered a small city.
Right.
We recently reached 1 million people, and our reggae and our Jamaican and Caribbean culture is a little bit smaller. And we are trying to build bridges, meaning that to get into the bigger, like when I say our community is small, I'm not sure if we've reached 10,000 people, Caribbean or Jamaican.
Really?
So in that space, it's small, but our diverse community knows reggae and love reggae. And they used to seeing it on the cruise ships, or actually going to destination places where they get to see the culture of reggae. But being here, we bring it to them so they don't have to go far, first of all.
I love it.
And then, like I said, it's a platform for the artists to showcase themselves in front of a diverse community in a positive light, again, like we say. And hopefully they get some international highlight out of it. Well, not hopefully, they do get some international highlight out of it, which is one of the aim,
The goals,
the goals.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, what do you want people, aside from the safe and, the environment, what do you want people across Canada to understand about the reggae community out west?
Geez, good question again.
I got you.
The
Sorry.
unique thing with reggae, reggae is a universal language. You go to places like Japan and China and any of the Spanish countries, reggae tone, they have Afro beats. So reggae is a universal language. So it's not hard to let people know what reggae is like out here. We're just what do you call it now, a little bit more secluded,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit harder to get international artists to come this far.
Never even thought of that.
Yes, it's a far travel, and then the market is not as big as if we were doing in the States or in Europe, where you're guaranteed to get a big sellout crowd. Here our crowd is normally a little bit smaller, expectedly, compared to bigger markets, right?
Right.
So if you're competing with the cost of musicians and artists, you have to be a little bit diverse and know how to sculpt the production so you still get a nice reggae event. And the goal is to try to make you feel like you're in Kingston, but you're in the middle of Edmonton.
Love it. I love it. And it definitely, you're there, right? I've been to the festival, so I know. It's a good vibe there. It's good energy. Um, the vibrancy of it. How would you describe that?
Of the reggae scene itself, or the reggae scene itself is still young and growing. I always tell my younger up and coming and people from before with me that we're a young and growing place. So anything we do, we're kind of pioneering it still and growing it. We have some young men out there like Sean Flavor doing their productions and doing some great things, and in the dancehall scene, keeping it positive. And there's us, the Edmonton Reggae Festival, trying to keep reggae in a positive light. And there's so many diverse people out there: the DJs, the selectors, the artists. Like you see, we have, and 80% of these artists are from Canada
I love that.
and in and around Edmonton. And there's the selectors, them, like from Bomb Squad to SOS. I can give you a long list of selectors, but the scene is vibrant. Every so often there's things going on.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
summertime now, everybody's out. There's so much things going on.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Edmonton is definitely an outside city. The people are outside.
Except
You
us
know,
in the winter time, we're always inside. But
yes.
summer, even winter time, things are happening though. That's one of the things we're trying to curb is trying to do more winter stuff.
Oh, like a winter's ski event or something, or
There's winter events that incorporates our culture and our what you call it now, our
environment.
brand and
Yeah.
environment within our community. Just doing winter stuff out that where our skating, for
I
example,
love that.
sledding. So
Wow.
just outside stuff that we don't normally do as a community together.
Yeah. That would actually be, I would go tobogganing to reggae.
Trust me, reggae.
You know what I'm saying?
Tobogganing is nice, and when the weather is just right, you
Yeah.
put on your snowsuits and you go out there.
Yeah. I would do that. I would definitely do that. So, throughout our conversation, it's been flavored with a theme so far, safety and international standards and vibes. So, you've emphasized that the festival is safe and has a positive vibe. Aside from like reggae needing to be positive, why is it so important to you?
Wow, why is it so important to me? You know, t- the festival is important to me that we have it because we do have a younger generation of youths that continually grow and continually need to see us in a positive light. I always tell my co-partners that I don't really do the reggae festival to please myself, because I can go to Rebel Salute every year, or I can go to one of those big festival in the States and see all the great reggae artists and meet them and shake their hands. But it's nice to have this type of culture amongst, because they say Edmonton, next to Montreal, I would guess, is a festival city. And we have the Great Carol West Parade and
Yeah.
the Great Carol West Weekend here, which celebrates our Caribbean culture artistically and festival in a festival environment also. But we do the reggae festival to again give our unique Jamaican culture a place to showcase their art, their culture, their food, and we try to do it annually. And like I said, it's important that it's a safe environment, because we want our people to not only come safe but go home safe.
Go home safe as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Um, yeah, and I think that's one of the things that keeps people inside, or at home is, ooh, am I gonna be safe there?
Yes.
Right? So it's nice that you're like, no, this is important to us, and we're gonna make sure that everyone knows that it's
and
safe.
and and sorry to say that out of all the cultures of genres of music that I know of, reggae seems to be the one that holds that biggest stigma, and we want to
Yeah.
remind everybody: YouTube, big up yourself, play more reggae.
Yes, play more reggae. I'll definitely be playing reggae later on.
Yes.
So you talked about being a smaller market and competing to get the international artists and what have you. So how do you create an environment that feels ready for an international stage?
Well, let's say build it and they'll come, right? And that was one of the way we stepped out of the gate. You know, we didn't have any money, we didn't have any funds. We scraped up our own little money, and eventually we started getting sponsors, and we were able to bring, you know, the great Marcia Griffiths, you know, High Wayne, Richie Spice, so, you know, a big lineup of artists to our first event ever. You know, really put a stamp in our heart that we could do this. You know. So we want to keep fighting and keep turning. It's not always easy. There's always the up and down battles for any events or festivals, you know. But we know we want Edmonton and the world to remember that we do this for you guys, you know, not for ourselves.
I love that. So you're saying the first festival you had Marcia Griffiths there.
Yeah, the Queen, you know, original.
Wow.
Well, one of the originals.
One of the originals, yeah.
Yeah.
I've talked to her twice. Amazing lady. She has so many stories. Just what is it? What is she at now? 60 years or 70 years in the game.
Yeah, man.
So incredible. How did it feel at the end of the night, knowing that you brought her to Edmonton and this was your first festival? What was
Yeah,
that like for you?
it really was an amazing feeling, you know, and we still fall back on those memories. We've done other great things since then, but it was an amazing feeling because this was what we wanted to accomplish. You know, this is the vision that we saw, and we were able to do it. You know, overcame all the obstacles, and it was a great turnout. We had people from all over. It was amazing, you know.
Yeah, that's actually really fantastic.
Yeah. And she's a great lady, a great artist.
She is.
She was a pleasure to have, and you know, she's a real queen. You know, big up yourself,
Yeah.
Marcia Griffiths, wherever you are in the world. One love.
Yes. Big up yourself, Marcia. For sure. 100%. Um, so you have someone like Marcia Griffith, I Wayne, coming through. What does it mean for both international and local artists, big up Skystar on the outside, to perform on an international stage in Edmonton?
Well, compared to some of the other stages that I've seen, this is an awesome introduction to what's called professionalism. You know, they get to see what a contract might look like in regards to performing and having and actually maybe getting an honorarium or a fee. That's one of the things that kills our artists in the business is that they do a lot of performances and never really see any compensations or anything. You know, so they end up stuck in a 9 to 5 job. You know, not stuck, but they
Yes.
choose to be in a 9 to 5 job, and then
Yeah.
their music kind of falls away. So we believe in trying to. That's why we appreciate of all this, the sponsors and the people that support us, because that's how we can help to support the artists. You know. And but yeah, it gives them an opportunity to be among great stars, you know, like, you know, being Marcia Griffiths, Kimani Marley, you know, so they get to see these guys perform and what's the word, be like they're a role model for them, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
I love
so
that. You think of it as like a camp, a boot camp, so to speak.
that's right, you know, it almost feels like that, you know.
I love that. That's actually really cool. Um, so in a smaller market, and we're gonna circle back to funding in a moment, but um, in a smaller market, how important is radio play for things like Juno nominations and Canada's
Yeah,
version of awarding our artists?
it's very important, and I am it's what's the word now? Some of our artists, they don't even know how to get their music on the airplay, and if they do know, some of the radio stations don't really play them.
Yeah.
I've kind of, in the beginning of when we were doing it, started out doing things like that. We were trying to go to the radio stations. Some of the radio stations have changed up over times too. You know, that's another things that we've struggled with here in Edmonton. If any radio stations executives are listening, we went through so many radio stations, whether R&B, hip hop, over the space of time that we've been here, that it became hard to keep up to what we were doing in regards to getting radio play. We are
Yeah.
we're very fortunate for the university radio stations. You know, big up all the university radio stations. You know, Iceman, DJ Iceman, 88.5, CJSR, big up yourself, the Caribbean Connection. But there's university and independent radio stations all over Canada. And there's a lot in Ontario and Montreal. and they'll play your music, and thank goodness, but that's not where the audience is listening. They're listening. They want to hear us on the commercial radios.
That's right.
And I'm not one of the guys in the bigger scene to give you a better input on what's going on and not going on, but I do promise you that we do the legwork and we try to get ourselves out there the best that we can with what we have. We're independent, so we work with what we have to get what we need, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Work with what we have to get what we need, for sure. And yeah, the community radios and the university radios and college radios are such a huge. I think I need to do a segment on them. They're such a huge piece of the puzzle when it comes to the culture and bringing it into places like Canada. That I remember back in the day, if you weren't listening to a community radio station, you weren't hearing reggae. Period. Right?
Yes. And the university radio stations are not just for reggae artists only. For any young upcoming artists and musicians who want to get their music played somewhere. Big up to the university stations for doing that, and all the independent. We have a young independent, not young independent, but we have CKUA here in Edmonton that will, sometimes play reggae. We hear Bob Marley all the time, and we hear our Shaggy, and we still hear, Sean Paul on the radio. But there's a market of us, untapped market of us out here that would love to Sean Paul, if you're listening, we're up here in Edmonton. Big up.
Yeah, big up yourself, Sean Paul, and you need to fly out west. Definitely.
They come out here still, but people bring them to do big, their productions, in the big stadiums. Yes.
I get it. But festivals are just a different type of vibe.
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's a different vibe. I feel like as an artist, you'd feel more connected with your audience in a festival than in a stadium.
Excuse me. Yes, for sure. Because you're what's the word now? You're closer. What's that word?
You're closer proximity.
You're closer proximity to your fans, and you can almost reach out and touch them, right?
Yes, safely.
Safely. Yes.
Let's take a look at the reality of artist funding. So you've said most artists out west, and a lot across Canada really, are self-funded and don't have a team. How does the festival actually support them? You talked about the honorariums for some and fees for some. What are the other things that the festival does?
Well, that's another good question. We definitely try to highlight them through all of our social media platforms. There's so much work that needs to be done that we cannot always get everything that we would love to do for the artists together. But we definitely encourage them to, or if we can, we help them to get merchandising, so they have a few things that they can market and promote for themselves. The platform itself opens their demographic to a wider variety of people, without a doubt. And sometimes, we have artists on our shows, and at the end of the shows, there's someone in the audience that's booking them for a production or booking them to do something that they'd like to do, So it's important too who we have in our audience. It's great to invite out the radio stations, invite production people. But like I said, there's so much work to do that we don't always get to cross off all the things we'd love to do for every one event, But every year we grow, we try to incorporate and add things that we weren't able to add last year, or do our best to make it better, so it benefits not just the artists and the musicians, but also the fans and families in the audience that's here to see them and support them.
That makes a lot of sense. So every year you're building.
Yes.
So you're building I won't even say a house. You're building like an empire, right?
I normally like to say that we've built the foundation now, so it's time for us as a team and the musicians and the artists and the young people to build what they would like to build on it. With our help, obviously.
With your help.
With our support, yes.
Speaking of support, what can consumers do to better support local artists, especially by showing up early?
Well, especially by showing up early, you definitely get a chance to see some of the, I don't like to call them opening acts, but the musicians that come before the last artist, right?
We'll call them the stage warmers.
Well, I don't even call
not
them
even that.
But,
Yeah, no, not even that.
They just not happen to be the artists that close the show. You have the artist, you're going to have someone opens the show, someone is in the middle of the show, someone is at the end of the show. So these musicians, they just have wherever they play. But if you're not here early to see them, you miss some greatness. You miss, like, you don't want to miss Kiana. You don't want to miss Diva. You don't want to miss Ramadan. These are some independent musicians that been in the game for over 10 years. So they're
That's right.
seasoned, and they're well professional on their stage. And when you check out their social media, they've been doing their stuff for a while.
That's
But
right.
it's they need to be on the big stage now.
Yeah. And I know for me as a consumer, I never understood the concept of paying all this money to go to something and you miss half the show because it's not the quote unquote, the final act, we'll say.
Don't get me wrong, we're appreciative of the support of the community. Please buy your ticket, support
Yes.
us. And but we'd love that you come early so you can get the full enjoyment of your money, of your ticket that you get. But the show, not so much the ticket. We don't, the ticket and the money is not the big deal. It's the audience and coming and seeing these great performances. Coming and seeing the to me the Jana Jamaican dancers, because
Yes.
but they're young children, some young group of young women in our community, and they've taken on the dancing seriously. They go to their rehearsal every weekend, and they've been performing at City Hall and all over Alberta, and I love having them on our show. So on the festival, so please everyone come out and check them. If you haven't got your plane ticket yet, book your plane ticket, come to Edmonton.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Um, so, you treat everyone with respect regardless of their tenure in terms of in the game as an artist. Why is that a core value for the festival?
Well, again, it's a core value for the festival, but it's also a core value for the artists. We want them to feel recognized. We want them to feel empowered. We want them to know that it's not just about the big name brand artists, and it's never, the festival is a reggae festival. You're here for the festival, not just so much to see the name brand artists, or, you're here to see a lineup of great musicians, great talent, whether it's through singing or dancing or artwork. And that's what it's about. You're coming to to be at a festival. And we're happy that we're able to great musicians like Turbulence and Singing D and Daddy H on the show. But that's why you come to get a variety of wonderful, great entertainment and food and activities. Something that you don't normally get.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and with the approach of treating everyone the same, I guess it increases the caliber of the performance they give you, right? Like, because they're all being treated with respect. They're all being, whether they just started or they're tenured, everyone's being treated with respect. So
Yeah.
they approach it in a different way.
Yeah, we do give everybody respect, but we also expect them to bring it. We expect them
Yes.
to come and shine and be the best that they can be, because you are on an international stage, and we want people to leave saying, "Wow, Ramadan, that was a great artist. Bush Out Man, I'd love to see him again. Let me know more about that guy." But if you don't bring it, I can't promise you that you're going to get that respect. Or the media could be there. That could happen to be the time when global news is there, and
Yes.
or CTV or whatever, so you got to bring it every time.
Every time. That's right. Always show up ready.
Yeah, seriously.
And I say that, but even with the more tenured artists, always show up ready,
Yeah.
because sometimes they could get, the ego could make them then just feel like, well,
Yes.
it's just my name, I don't need to perform, and that's not the case at all either.
And we have to show up ready too, right? As the as the production people, we have to show up ready too. So we are there to support them when they're not 100%, so we can help them get to the finish line.
That's right. That's right. So let's talk about, and this kind of drifts in and out of our community every so often, but the Afro versus Caribbean narrative. So there's a perceived, and I'm going to say perceived, drift between Afro and Caribbean communities. Why did the festival decide to take that head on?
Well, I always thought that things like that was a myth. Then I hear that in my community, because knowing myself as a Jamaican and other born Jamaicans, we love our African brothers and sisters, And Africa is a diverse country, as big as it is, so it comes with a lot of diverse, we call diverse thinking, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not through the fault of ourselves. That's still some generational trauma stuff. That's another topic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so we were approached by a lady from the African community. She was from the I think the African Canadian Performing Arts Foundation, and she approached us and said, this was one of the issues that she find in her African community, and she wanted us to help her see if we could find a way to build a bridge to kind of help squash that narrative.
Yeah.
And so we came up with the Afro Roots and Drum Festival. It was an awesome year. We actually had Iwayne here that year. That was we called it a collaboration reggae festival. That was
Yes.
actually also our 10th year anniversary. So we were
Yeah.
proud to collaborate and do that with our sister. And so it was movements like that. But we are all naturally African descendants, diaspora of African moms and dads, and we know, like Bob says it the perfect. We're the Black survivors. So it's
Yes.
important that we embrace it and love our brothers and sisters, and know that there's so much of us out there.
That's right.
We
There's
need
space
to
for everyone.
unite, space
Yeah.
for everyone. Serious thing.
100%. So if we take that and we take it out a little bit further, bridge building with indigenous communities, how is the festival building bridges between Caribbean and indigenous cultures?
Well, first of all, by having them on our productions or having various artists, it's not our first time, but I wish I could remember the name of the young family. If I remember, I'll bring it up. Chubby Cree, big up Chubby Cree.
Chubby
And
Cree, big up yourself.
big up yourself. They're young performers, and my boy Noah. I hope you're doing well. Hope school is going good. But it's something that we've done even before the festival. Under our Up to Paris Productions record label, we've always encouraged Aboriginal artists, Aboriginal dance, Aboriginal music. We ourselves consider ourselves Aboriginal, just from a different part of the world. So we understand what it's like to be stigmatized and to stereotyped and stuff like that, especially in your own environment, your own land, and your own home. And but I will just add, I'm not sure what it's like in other places in Canada, but I know we here in Alberta, as Caribbean, we've kind of been failing ourselves by not properly doing more bridge
building. Yeah.
within our Aboriginal community, and
Yeah.
and it's definitely grown more within the last 10 years, and it's been more purposeful now than by accident, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
But we've always been inclusive like that because we know where we're from, so it's important that we know that, so we can understand where we have to go, and where we're going.
Yeah.
But our Aboriginal musicians and artists, if my young brothers out there and sisters, if you can ever go check out a powwow or check out a Aboriginal celebration, Indigenous celebration, you'll have a great time. Make sure you have some Aboriginal food and some Indigenous food, and check out some Indigenous art.
Yeah, the art is
Yeah.
so beautiful, and even the
Yeah, man.
clothing.
Yes, we
Even
see
the
ourselves
clothing.
in that stuff too. So yeah, even the clothing, like you said, sister.
Yeah, definitely. So let's take a look at. And I don't know if I didn't. We had a conversation about it when you and I were talking. If you want me to table it, let me know. I'm going to say record label. Do you want me to continue with it, or?
Yeah, we would like to. It's fine. Yes. It's fine.
Okay. I just want, because I was like, oh, I can't remember if he said I could actually talk about that. So when we're looking at the ecosystem beyond the festival, with the record label, what role does it play within that ecosystem?
Well, within the ecosystem. So okay, sorry. Rephrase the first part that you said.
So the record label. What role does the record label play in the whole ecosystem of, I guess, Edmonton Reggae Festival Society?
Yes, I was trying to make to see if you're trying to put the two together.
Yeah.
But we were a record label first before we created the festival.
Oh wow.
And so we have independent artists, like Singing D, Busha, and Daddy H, Dapper P, and Natty D, and some great independent artists that we've been working with over the years. The record label, our niche on the record label was, what's the word now? We were more of a supportive arm to the artists. So if you already had your own creativity, we would help you support and market your creativity. If you needed help to come up with some creativity, we would help you create some stuff.
Oh, wow.
We don't have our own studio, but we know we can take you to studios. So we were more in the artist building and the helping you build yourself than more trying to be your manager or we're more like your assistant manager, if that makes sense.
I get it.
When it comes to our own personal music and artists, we were pushing that as much as we could. That was us pushing our collaboration of artists. But there's so Alberta alone has a diverse of musicians. From country to reggae to hip hop to R&B. Like there's so much work that needs to be done. And I tell people that we have an untapped market here of musicians and artists. So that's where we fit into the what they call it, the bigger scheme of things. We don't have much Sony representatives out here, and we don't have much of the bigger labels out here.
Yeah.
But that's where we have to pick up the baton, people like myself and other executives out here, to find a way to help get these musicians and artists out there to that bigger market.
Yeah, it's definitely building a bridge. Keep going. Sorry.
The movie scene is a little bit going on. We've always had a great movie industry out here between Edmonton and Calgary. Sorry, but the music scene is still under the ground, if that makes sense.
I get it.
And if you look at the map, we have a lot of great artists that came out of Edmonton, but not a lot of reggae artists. Then let's put it like that for the or hip hop artists. But we have great hip hop artists and reggae artists here.
Yeah.
Big up Roger Mookie. Big up Roger.
Big up Roger on the outside.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? That the reggae and the hip hop artists don't seem to get that, push up than other genres?
I think a lot of it is because of our demographic, meaning where we are located on the map. If you want to get your stuff play, you got to go out of Edmonton or out of Alberta. A lot of our great stars, like Krisha Turner. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. They move away or go elsewhere to help their career get a little bit more ahead. And I could go down the list of great artists that have to move away from here to get, and I say move away, but they go somewhere else. They may live here still, but they have to take their art and their craft to LA or to New York. Toronto, Vancouver. But one of the hardest things that we were struggling with for the longest times was getting funding through places like Factor and the Canadian grants, because most of the funding would be eaten up before it got here by the
bigger markets.
Yeah, the bigger markets. Yeah, so to make it that sense. And then now though, over the last 10 years, we've definitely had more artists and collaborators reaching out, and they're actually getting funding and getting help. So
I love it.
I wonder
if your presence caused them to, change how they divide the pie, so to speak. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that definitely could be a factor, because if we don't put ourselves in front of the places where the grants are, even though the grants are there, sometimes we also don't know about them, so we don't apply for them. So
right.
It might skew the facts, right? But definitely, as we do our marketing and our promoting, we definitely let artists know that there's places out there to get help and get funding. And one of the things though is not to, what's the word? We don't want to teach ourselves to depend on funding, though.
That's right.
The funding helps, but we have to realize that it's important that we also do some of the legwork and some of the marketing and promoting to also add to catch up the balance.
To catch it up. That's actually such a good segue to my next question. What does long-term sustainability look like for the reggae ecosystem in Edmonton?
Wow. We definitely need more input and more support from outside of Alberta, especially with the bigger name artists, Please come here and do more conferences.
Yes.
Give us a break on the price, jeez. And
Right?
yeah, we can't get around the plane ticket stuff. It's the plane tickets are expensive. It'd be nice if WestJet and Air Canada would jump in and give us a break on some of the cars. When we bring reggae artists, some bands have like 15 people. If you want to bring a nice big reggae band like that. And Kimani Marley, his band was a little smaller, but it's him, maybe 7 people. He has his ladies backup singers. You know what I mean? So those things do
Yes.
add up. Sometimes the artist's fee is not too bad, but after you book the plane ticket and the hotels and all that stuff, it adds up.
Yes.
But we fund and fundraise. Those bottle drives help.
Those what are
Yeah,
they called?
bottle
Ba-
drives.
battle drives?
Buckle
Oh,
drives.
bottle drives. So explain to somebody who might be watching and they don't know what a buckle drive is. What is that?
Big and serious now. A buckle drive is not and the unique thing is that not everywhere recycles their bottles. So depending on where you might live, right? But out here in
Yes.
Alberta, we recycle our bottles. You get 10 cent a bottle, 25 cent on the big ones. And sometimes we go door to door, house to house, business to business, and we ask them to please donate their bottles to us. And we add them up. Sometimes you go out for the day, for the 2 or 3 days, and you might earn $1,000 to put towards something.
I'm laughing because not because of the buckle drive, but because you've essentially taken it back to Jamaican culture. Because
Yes.
as kids, you're running to get the bottles so you can sell them to earn a money, right? So,
Yeah. 10 cent bulla every day.
I have to. I mean, I didn't grow up there, but I had cousins. I was there every summer, and we had to figure out how we were gonna get some extra
Yes.
treats at the store. So
Yes.
I love it.
Big up.
I had to big you up for that because
Yes.
yeah, I
So
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's actually really cool.
Yes. So yeah, guerrilla marketing. That we got to do what we have to do
Yeah.
but positively.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's huge. People, if you don't know the buckle collection connection or
Yeah.
I
It
love
adds
it.
up.
It
It
adds
adds
up.
up. Yeah,
Every
man.
mickle make a muckle. I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So looking at legacy and longevity, you've been in the game for 23 years. With the festival established in 2014, what keeps you going?
That's a good question. I really thought that by now I would have moved on and someone else will be carrying the torch of the reggae festival. But you need strong-minded people and people that have a will and want to see it be successful. So I'd love to see some young people grow up and want to be more involved, and younger people, if that makes sense. And put their vision on it.
Their spin on it.
Yeah, their spin.
Yeah.
But myself and the other directors and board members, because even though I'm here with you guys today, YouTube and Facebook, or not Facebook, what is it?
Yeah,
Instagram.
Instagram. Sorry, we have a Facebook page, but people get us to 100 followers on Facebook, and then you can watch the show on
Yes, guys.
Facebook.
100
So
followers. Let's do it. But
100
I was just,
followers.
but I
Yeah.
was just saying, I'm not the only one that I have a team of. There's a team of us, and we come together to do this. But I'm hoping that the team will stay together and continue to do this, and we'll build more team members, train them, and hopefully they have the love of reggae like we do.
Love it.
But we definitely would love to see it keep going and sustain itself over the years and continue to be a platform for artists.
For it just continues to. It's like the wheel that just keeps turning. Those
Yes.
water wheels, and it
Yes.
just keeps feeding. I love that.
Yes, yes. And as long as I can help push it and help support and keep the strength behind it, I will.
Yes. So, 23 years. What moments over the years remind you of why this work matters? Like, is there anything that stands out in your mind?
I will tell you, after every event, you always feel like you've went through a storm, or you feel that in your body, right? But it's always a pleasure to see the people's the reaction from the people. And when you hear people say, "Oh, it was so great, and we can't wait to see you next year again," or "Are you going to do it again?" So it's normally the reaction that I get from the people. If I think 80% of the time, if it was just me alone, I'd be saying, "Oh, I don't want to put myself through this anymore," or or put my family through all this time that it takes up for us, but it's for them also. And our first year reggae festival, my mom said, this is a great thing you're doing because your children's children will enjoy this. And I'm
Yes.
like, that's a great thing. So that was our first out the gate motivation that kept us going. And now it's just the response of the people and seeing, I love when I go out there and, like I said, I close my eyes and I forget that I'm in Edmonton. I almost, like I said, feel like I'm in
Yes.
Kingston. So
Yes.
that's
And
that's
that feeling is important, right?
yes, yeah. And being there is what it's all about. Every year is a different feeling. Every year is a different, I won't say hurdle or whatever, but but every year we make it to the finish line, and that's always the goal. Is to give Edmonton a show, rain or shine, and just with some understanding and comprehension.
I love it. I want to take a moment to big you up for giving out all the flowers. I didn't even have to ask you about the flowers question because throughout this conversation, you've been giving out the flowers to everyone, and that's huge. That's a huge testament to that shows how you run the festival and how you handle it. So big up to you for
Yes.
that.
Well, big up to you, Angie, for giving us this great platform. Big and
Thank you.
serious.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate love it. You
Yeah,
know.
man. Real talk.
So what do you want the listeners to know about coming out of the event this year?
Coming out of the event.
Yeah, like what do you want them to know about like as they're going like they're getting ready for it and
Oh,
making the
well,
decisions? Like
yes.
what's coming
Well,
out of the event that you want people to know about?
well, definitely this year you don't have to worry about rain. 'Cause we have we got the beautiful Harlock Park this year with a wonderful amphitheater. So it's covered and it fits about 2,000 people or
Oh,
so.
nice.
And there's still place for people to bring their blankets and spread out, so they can still full enjoy that aspect of it. The children for sure, I look forward to their part of the day. We've what was it called? We've allocated at least an hour to 2 hours. Sorry, we've allocated 2 hours for just children's activities and children's performances. I can't spoil it for you guys. You guys have to come out and see it for yourself. But I myself is looking forward to it because they're keeping some of that under wraps. Not everything they want, they're telling me. And we're looking forward to the Saint and the Full Hand 100 band. They do a great performance, singing some cover reggae and things like that. The food trucks, don't forget about the food trucks. I had a list of all the food trucks that we're going to have, but I know Fire Wheel is going to be there with some fusion kitchen. Sheba's Eats food truck is there. Island flavors, and the weather is supposed to be the hottest weather we've had this summer for the summer.
Really?
So definitely, it's going to be nice.
It's gonna be a vibe.
It's going to be a hot festival for a hot summer.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. I love it. And at an amphitheater, that's gonna be really cool.
Yes,
People, if
we
you
look
haven't been to
forward.
an amphitheater, it's really cool.
Yeah, this was actually the place that we wanted to originally have our reggae festival the first year, but it was one of those places that it was booked, always booked, and then it went under renovations for the last 5 years.
Oh wow.
So yeah, man. So we thank the city of Edmonton for giving us an opportunity to really shine, and bring some artists on that one. It's a wonderful stage. So this is what we mean by international stages for the musicians.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an amazing festival. Two last points you want to leave with the people before I let you go.
Well, this year we'd love for people to come from far and wide. You know what I mean? Book on a plane ticket from now, August 15th. The weekend before that, we have the Cara West here in Edmonton, which is also a great weekend of Caribbean people together, enjoying, dancing, and eating great food. And so book your plane ticket, get your hotel, because summer is busy in Edmonton. Hotel low for it to sell off, hotel and book out quick. So please come and check us out.
I love that. So let me ask you. Sorry, do your second point, and then I got a question.
Well, the second point I was going to say is get your tickets now, before they sell out. Go out to the Edmonton Reggae Festival website, Edmonton Reggae Festival Society.ca, and check us out. But yes,
So
go ahead,
people
my dear.
go to. So let me just tell the people Edmonton Reggae Festival Society.ca to get your tickets.
Yeah.
And I know this is completely this is not even your brand, but you mentioned it, so I'm going to ask about it. For somebody, for a Torontonian, or
Yeah.
for a Montrealer, or for a PEI person, I don't know what they call themselves, or a Scotian, What is Carawest?
Well, Carawest is I'd love to compare it to your guys' Caravana, but we're a little bit smaller than the Caravana, but we still take over the whole downtown of Edmonton, and we have a great parade. We have a parade with I want to say about 50 floats or so.
Oh wow,
Of
that's big though.
Yeah, man, of different cultures and the different different islanders them, and with us in the middle with our one float, we always representing.
Love
But the
it.
Caribbean is big, so there's a diverse of Caribbean countries, so we're there to help support, and they make it to the downtown Churchill Square, and all the bands come together and they do a big thing on the stage,
Oh
and
wow.
it's awesome, yeah, man. And people come from all over the world for that one too.
I love it. I might have to make it a goal to play mass at
Yes,
Cara
yo,
West.
it's not too late. Just type it in Edmonton Reggae Fest and
Edmonton
type in
Reggae
Cara
Fest.
West.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they would love it. They would love to have it. If you want, I can send you the link.
Well, let me do. I got to get through Caravana this year, so I figure one carnival a summer.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
I think that would be definitely a next summer goal for sure.
What do
You
you do in
know.
Carabana? Do you do anything special down there?
Well, I play mass. If I'm not actually playing mass, I
Mm-hmm.
tend to not want to go, and that's really selfish of me. But yeah, I want to be in the costume on the street.
Okay.
You
So,
know,
so you go as a butterfly? Where you go as a butterfly?
whatever the section is that I've joined, whatever their
Oh, okay.
theme is, I join and I actually
Got
go
it.
with the mass camp and their band, and
Oh, okay.
I do it. So that's like the one day when it's not Angie Goodaz, it's Angela. Angela's
Ah,
outside enjoying the music and just
yes. Yeah,
vibing with the people.
I've been to a few Cara West a few Carabana back in the days, and it's always a fun time for you.
Always a fun time. I mean, my parents. I blame my parents. So that it's funny because now when I wear the costumes, my mom's like, "Oh," because the costumes are the costumes, right? It's probably not a lot of material in the costumes,
Yeah.
but I'm like, "Lady, you took us down there when we were in strollers and stuff. So what do you
Right?
expect? What do you
No,
expect?"
no, but the one that they do here is really fun, and it's and they have a bunch of themes. Everybody dress up like you say. Everybody have their own little ideas of what they want to look like that day, and they bring it.
I
And
love
then,
it.
again, those are things that make us feel part of our community too. The fact that we get to do things like that and make us feel part of Edmonton is what I mean.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. No, that's really cool. I'm gonna leave you with one question, and then we'll have to do another, like, a shakedown, a festival shakedown, so you can say, like, what you felt worked for you this year, what would you change,
Yeah.
but
No
we'll do that
problem.
closer to, like, the fall, or like closer
Right.
to the winter, when you've had time to actually sit down and process everything.
I should
But
say, I should say, if nobody's not doing anything this weekend in Edmonton, what I mean, we got this clash in the West. We got Four
ooh,
Sound coming together July 11th at Kilkenny Community Hall. Get it. Check us out on the Edmonton Reggae Festival website if you want to know more. But and we have, what is it now? We have Little Thunder coming out from Montreal.
love it. Big up Little Thunder on the
All right.
outside.
Boom bam.
Yeah, send if you have that electronically, send it to me. I'll post it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Post it on the Angie Goodaz page at least. Um,
So, have no turbulence music to play for you.
I do. Actually, I wasn't even. Was I gonna play? I was actually gonna get into the CMAs, but I actually have a teaser for next week,
All
because
right.
Turbulence is coming on the show next week.
What?
Big up to you, sir. So it actually is very fitting that we announce that
Yes.
here.
What?
Turbulence is going to be joining us next week. It's going to be a huge show. I'm
Nice.
excited and nervous a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Them weird there, but
Turbulence will take care of things, man. You don't have to worry.
yeah, not I'm excited about it. But let's walk over, or let me see if I can do it here. I think I gotta go to the other. We're gonna go to the other scene here.
Hope everybody on YouTube is good. Big up on yourself.
Yes, big up yourself, YouTube. Hold on, let me do this one. All right, we'll do it this way. So this is I was going to play it as a teaser, but I guess it is a teaser, right?
Yeah.
Here.
Turbulence is going to be here. Big things that Angie.
That's big. Like I said, I'm excited. I think it's going to be
Ex-girlfriend.
a really good.
Yeah, play
Yes.
ex-girlfriend.
No, I was actually going for Notorious. So let me just, it's sharing.
Oh,
Yes. All right. So this is Notorious by Turbulence, who will be here next week. Very
and then he's going to
excited.
be in Edmonton
And
August
then he's
15th.
That's right. That's right. So we have him in Canada. We have him on lock for a minute, Yazid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep him.
We're gonna keep him. Yes. So this is Notorious. It's loading.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Turbulence have lots of great songs, no?
A fireball. Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, Natasha. Over the director. Michelle over Oscar. Pat over the wooden. Live over that. You know what's that? Love the future never so long. Hey, let me tell you this again. I could have been one of the most notorious. I got saved by the King, and His grace is so glorious. I could have been one of the most devastating. I got saved by the King, and His love is everlasting. Whoa, burn away the wicked lifestyle and the wicked image and the wicked man and profile. I'm so happy to be Rastafari style, and may overcome the wicked with just a smile. Then me start to live my life and do things worthwhile in a love and harmony. I try not to be vile, now both the wealth Selassie will provide. Hey, my conscience is clear, me not nothing to hide. Rastafari, I could have been one of the most notorious. I got saved by the King, and His grace is so glorious. I could have been one of the most devastating. I got saved by the King, and His love is everlasting. Whoa, easy to squeeze legs in the forehead, but we know the solution is not bloodshed. Positive actions and a firm head. We'll get this do, let us first you. I pledge to be a part of the strong side, the right side, but to be the wrong side. I'm like tell you say, from you can avoid, slip with the King, then you know you shall slide. I could have been one of the most notorious. I got led by the King, and His works is so glorious. I could have been one of the most devastating. I got there. I love is everlasting.
Yes.
A big tune that Angie.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Big tune. Full of vibes.
Heavy. So you don't know. Like I said, next week Turbulence is in the building. So
Make sure to tune in.
we're gonna talk. You tune in, and we're definitely gonna talk about the festival and what is he bringing to the stage. What is the fire looking like on the stage for the 15th of August. So my last question for you, Kevin, before I let you go: what does unity across Canada look like from your perspective?
When they say unity across Canada, you're referring to all of us as Canadians or within our community? Like when I say community, like our Caribbean self, our Canada
You know
as a
what?
whole?
I'm gonna say our Caribbean self,
Yeah.
since we're a diaspora podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like?
Well, for our Caribbean selves, we definitely have to go out and start, not go out and start, but continue to support the youths, first of all. And one of the biggest drift is that our elders get older and our youths get younger, and then there's a little bit of a gap in between for a reason. And so we definitely would like within our communities across Canada to support our African communities, support our Caribbean communities, no matter where we're from. If you see an event or something cultural going on, no, don't shy to go and check it out. But our biggest ally, whether we are aware of it or not, is our our Canadian, our Caucasian community, to come out straight and say it, So it's important that we also invite them to our community functions,
Yep.
not shy away from ourselves, and embrace and let them come and embrace our culture too. They want us to invite them out,
That's
They want
right.
us to tell them that we're having a culture, whether it's an Afrobeat festival, Africa Day, or a Jamaica Day, or a Caribbean Day. They want us to invite us. So that's our co-workers, our neighbors,
Yep.
our children's friends, mom and dads, and even our children's friends. I met, and along my way, I come across a few dignitaries. Whether it be MLAs or people who work within our government and community. And one of the things I try to remind them is that when they come to these functions, it's okay to bring their children with them. It's okay
Yes.
to bring them so they can interact with our children.
Yes.
So if that makes sense, if we want to figure out part of our uniting each other across Canada,
Yes.
But we're a diverse nation of people, and we all have diverse opinions, but we're still people, and we all love each other.
You know what? I have to give you a horn for that.
Pa-pa-pa-pa.
Yeah. So true. And key point, you got to bring your children to play. The children need to play with each other because that's how we, clear up some of the stuff.
That's
We'll
right.
we clear up the stuff.
Yes.
I got to big up my parents for that because our house was always filled with everybody from everywhere,
Yes.
and we were invited into their homes and we were eating their foods and, yeah.
Yeah. It
So
can't just
these
be when
things are
we get to
important.
school. It can't just be on the school class we interact with each other. It has to be outside of school also.
That's right. That's right. Yes. But Kevin, this has been such a pleasure.
Yeah. It was a pleasure for me also. Thank you.
Thank you. I truly enjoyed it. I want to take a moment to big up the Edmonton Reggae Festival Society. Everybody from
Big up.
the planners to the box carriers to the people out there with the
Yeah.
flyers.
All the
Big up yourself.
volunteers, all the
Yep.
volunteers without a doubt.
Yeah, the volunteers as well. Big up to your family for, supporting as you go on this journey every year, because I know it
Yes.
can't be easy on them either. So, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes.
I know my brother lives out there, so I know, he'd probably be in your crowd.
Well, big up to your brother.
Yeah.
Then we say, yeah, big up.
Yeah, big up every time. So this has been a pleasure. And like I said, you have the link now. So whenever you want to be on the show, just holla and we'll make it happen.
Respect. And looking forward to seeing you on August 15th. Come out here and see us and hang out with us for a little bit.
Yes.
We'll have a brewski in the backyard or something.
I love that. Yes, for sure. You know what? We could always do with a good brewski with a lot of sky, as you say. A lot
Yeah,
of
man.
sky and some warm weather. Why not?
Clear sky right now. It's what is it? It's already almost 7:30, and it look like midday outside. The sun is so bright.
Really? Yeah, that's right. Your sun sets really late.
Yes. Don't tell everybody, man.
It sets people. It sets late. It's ridiculous
Yeah,
how
man.
late their sun sets over there. I think I was when I was there. It was like 10:30 at night. It was still bright outside.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking forward to for the whole summer. Some nice hot sunshine, and we lose all the rain from last month. All the rain done.
Nice. Yeah. So it's a perfect year. This is the perfect ecosystem for you to
Yes.
be out there, to be outside, and to listen to some reggae, enjoy the festival, have some food in the amphitheater. Like, what more do you need? Take a trip. You don't always have to take a vacation and a trip outside of Canada.
Yeah,
You know.
just want to tell all your fans on YouTube to check us out on YouTube. Not Edmonton, but Up to Paris Productions, and check out Singing D. One of Edmonton serious reggae soul artists.
Yep. Up to Pars Productions.
Yes.
Big up yourself every time.
UPTOPARZ.
All right. Up to
Peace.
Pars. Peace
Yeah.
out.
YouTube, Angela, serious and big up.
Big up yourself. All right, people. So that was Kevin on the Big and Serious podcast. Everything that he's doing out there in Edmonton, big up to him. This is like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So as we move, we are gonna get into the big feature. All right, so we are, hold on one second. All right. So we are moving on into the big feature, and tonight we are talking about the CMA Reggae nominees. So big up to the Caribbean Music Awards. Thank you for giving me, the press release. I feel so loved about it. But let's get back into the Casamigos, as we move forward with the show. So tonight's big feature is all about the Caribbean Music Awards and the reggae nominees who are carrying the culture forward with intention, creativity, and real roots energy. And the CMAs have over 250 nominees across 40 categories this year, and reggae is shining bright. The music is evolving, the artists are pushing boundaries, and the global reach of reggae is louder than ever, In the Reggae Song of the Year category, we've got tracks that touch the streets, touch the diaspora, and touch the soul. Songs like Big 45, let me say it properly, Big 45 from Protege, Good Music from Anthony B, Jamaica Strong from Aisha, So High from Jesse Royal and Agent Sasco, The Door from Zion Marley, and Tillamanin from Shaggy and Sting, right? And I want to pause here because I have to this brings me so much excitement and joy, because this year Sanchez is also nominated, and that matters so much. If you're a Sanchez fan, this nomination is huge, because Sanchez is one of the greatest interpreters in reggae history. A man known for covers that became classics, for vocals that feel like home, and for a delivery that made every song his own. So when an artist with that type of legacy gets recognized for original work, it's a moment, okay? It's a big moment. It's a reminder that longevity still counts, craft still counts, and reggae still has space for the voices that shaped us. So big up yourself, Sanchez, on that nomination. We're rooting for you over here at the Big and Serious podcast. So if we take a look at the reggae collaborations category, unity is the theme. Lila Ike and Massacre with Romantic. Lila Ike and Protege with All Over the World. Friends Only, Jesse Royal, Medicine, and Barris Hammond with Born in Jamaica. And even the cross genre link ups that we have going on. We were talking about with Kevin, we were from Edmonton Reggae Festival Society, we were talking about, the Afro-Caribbean link and what that means. And here we have Tyler and Sean Paul hooking up with Push to Start, the remix. Reggae just continues to blend, to stretch, and to connect across borders. And as a fan and as a consumer of reggae, as a pusher of reggae, a lover of reggae, it's such a beautiful thing to see. So on the album side, the nominees are giving us depth and storytelling. So we got Chronix. Chronix came back and he brought us Exile. It almost felt like we were in exile while we waited for Chronix to drop another album, and he came back with Exile. So he's nominated. Lila Ike with Treasure Self Love, and then we have Jesse Royal with No Place Like Home. These projects remind us that reggae albums still matter. They still carry messages, and they still carry moods and movements. And these things are so important to the culture, so important to us as a people. And of course, I gotta say big flowers to the artists nominated in the male and female reggae artist of the year categories. These categories are huge. I'm not even gonna go through all of the nominees in these categories, but we got artists like Christopher Martin, Barris Hammond, Etana, Lila Ike, and so many more. So make sure you go and vote. Make sure you go and vote. And these are the voices that are shaping the sound right now. So, we want to support. So tonight we're celebrating all the nominees the veterans, the newcomers, the collaborators, and the storytellers. Reggae is global. Reggae is evolving, and reggae is still rooted in the people who carry it. So big up to all the nominees. I'll make sure that I post the link of where you can vote when I post this piece. Big up to everyone keeping reggae alive across Canada and around the world. And that was your big feature. So now, what time is it? Oh, we're right in time. Now we're going to get into my favorite part of the show. Again, I love all the conversations. I love all the thought-provoking subjects that we bring. But there's something about a vinyl ritual that just, ooh. So people, this is your vinyl ritual. And this is where we say once again, good night to the Casamigos rhythm. Always carrying us. Always carrying us through. So big up to Casamigos. Big up to Wheelie Down Productions for that rhythm. Let's close the night the way that we normally do, or that we always do. And that's with the vinyl ritual. And tonight we're keeping it strictly nominee energy, okay? So 15 tracks from artists who are shaping reggae right now. We're talking veterans, we're talking newcomers, we're talking collaborators and storytellers. So settle in and hold a vibe and let's go. And we're going to start it off with Protege. Big 45, Yazid. Yeah, I have a big 45. Yeah, man. So let's drop the needle and let's start spinning the record. Oops, wrong one. Hold on. Oh, I just made a mistake. Stop. Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait. Hold on. What happened?
Over the director.
Hold on.
Michelle over Oscar. Pat over the William Glass.
Oops.
Okay.
It had to happen at some point in the night, right? It had to happen.
Upon the station. All massive and crew. Step true. Big sound string up, kick it off like wow. In the arena, we no lie low. Good sense similar is all I grow. Rastafari know, Rastafari know. Big 45, boss it off right now. Man, if he survive, is a fight right through. Never dim your light in a high shy low. Rastafari know. Oh, it is a destiny, me see another day. Never lose your head when trouble coming on your way. Reality created by your thoughts and what you say. Secrets in the spirits, the ancestors them no play. No lenience for the grievance or no risky. No allegiance or obedience to the trickery. Them send legions from regions for the victory. But the heathens and demons know the victory. Big sound string up, kick it off like wow. In the arena we no lie low. Good sense similar is all I grow. Rastafari know, Rastafari know. I'm big 45, boss it off right now. Man, if he survive, is a fight right through. Never dim your light in a high shy low. Rastafari know. Well, look ya, then watch a many gon' run and a many gon' flame. We stand up strong in a militancy. And we no look problem, but if you gon' bring it, better can solve them, I beg you don't blame me. Just make him call and the mission it clear. Love above all, say no vision compare. Babylon falling when we no show fear here. Reggae come storming again. Hey, I miss a big sound string up, pick it off like wow. In the arena we no lie low. Good sense similar is all I grow. Rastafari know when them hey. I miss a big 45, boss it off right now. Man, if he survive, is a fight right through. Never dim you light in a high shy low. Rastafari know when them can say you don't see, I say you don't know. But when it start reach you, away you gon' go. So circle and see, cause you're in control. That make we not ease up, no buckle or fall. Majesty reveal where we representing. Afi broke his heel with no hesitancy. So whenever we reach in your residency, overstanding liberty is love we bring in all way. Big sound string up, kick it off like wow. In the arena we no lie low. Good sense in me, there is all I grow. Rastafari now, Rastafari now. Big 45, bust it off right now. Man, if you survive, is a fight right through. Never dim your light in a high.
All right, so up next, we're going to get into good music by Anthony B. And, you know, this track is a reminder that reggae is still message music.
So nice. That music I feel so nice. So me sing, I love you, honey. Like music, sex, weed and money. So come groove with Anthony to some good reggae music. Music, I love you, honey. Like music, sex, weed and money. So come easy skank for me to some good music. So me can't sit down and act lazy. No, you must be crazy. My body is so lively and I come out to party with my lady. See my baby dancing with me. So young, so wild, so free. Don't care who talk or see. When me and her rock is up in a half-red tree. That's why me choose her. I know I lose her. I will never abuse her. Nah, do nothing to confuse her. Everywhere we go a two-par. See us a roll out in a new car. Yes, we choose love, we no choose war. When me ask her who she love, she say you star. I love you, honey. Like music, sex, weed and money. So come groove with Anthony to some good reggae music. I love you, honey. Like music, sex, weed and money. So come easy skank for me to some good music. I feel have a spliff in a me hand. Everybody know me a ganja man. Remember music is my meditation and the weed is my elevation. Yeah, you know me stay, you know me tan. Born in a Jamaica but me a African. Yeah, I'm a peaceful man. Now promote no war, I'm a Rastafarian.
You know, he said born in Jamaica. And that's a good segue into the next track. So let's get into it. This track is Jamaica Strong by Aisha. And it's a proud, powerful tribute to resilience. So let's go.
Oh God, me island cry, but we still rise, still rise. Jamaica strong. Melissa came, no friend found. She tear down the place, mash up we wall. But still we there, still we stand tall. Cause love never dead, it conquer all. Mama I pray, the picnic them all tight. Darkness come, but we find the light. From the countryside to Kingston, we sing it loud. Jamaica strong, Jamaica strong. We rise again from the flood, from the pain. One love, one blood, one name. We rebuild again, we no shame. Jamaica strong, my people brave. Every tear become a wave. We pray, we heal, we move as one. Cause God and love bring back the sun. Neighbor to neighbor, we lend we hand. Help the youth, them fi understand. We can't survive if we no unite. All together and us bring the light. We send prayers from foreign to yard. We are one world, one heart, one God. From Montego Bay to Portland Sound, we rise again. We are God bless grown Jamaica strong. We rise again from the flood, from the pain. One love, one heart, one flame. We build again, we call your name. Jamaica strong, we never gone. We live through the night till it bright new dawn. We pray, we heal, we move as one. Jamaica strong. Father guide we through the storm. Keep the people safe and warm.
I gotta say, that's a beautiful love song to one of my favorite places. So nominated, so, you know, get out there and vote. And we're gonna take a different tone now. What happens when you get Jesse Royal and you connect him to Agent Stasco? Well, you get a smooth meditative link up with two masters of tone. This is so high. Let's go.
I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high.
Hey, follow me. When I say I wanna get high, I mean I wanna get high. Meditation where you bug, where the planes fly. In the school of life and I don't really wanna get by. So I know back wanna when you hear me say me get high. The rest them say yes I. Naturally, me nah make no stress I. Chilling in the valley, remember the almighty place I. Nah mixing on no valley, never snap, nothing on me, never pop no malice still
I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high.
I'm on say higher meditation and a higher standard living. Higher upon the mountain, soldiers a stand yard. Hey, defense them higher yard full of bad dog, full of title like a heavyweight. No landlord, give praises to the most high. The man saw me prior, cause the enemies approach. Him still a take me higher, Jesse Royal and the higher priest. Them a blade the fire. Big up Dunkirk and the whole of Kentire still.
I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high.
Hey, follow me. When I say I wanna get high, I mean I wanna get high. Meditation where you bug, where the planes fly. In the school of life and I don't really wanna get by. So I know back wanna when you hear me say me get high. The rest them say yes I. Naturally, me nah make no stress I. Chilling in the valley, remember the almighty place I. Nah mixing on no valley, never snap, nothing on me, never pop no malice still
I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high, so high. I said I just wanna get high, so high, so high, so high, so high.
All right, we got to keep it moving. You know how we do. We got to keep going. All right, so this next track, you know, it's a new generation stepping forward with intention. He's actually the inspiration behind a very famous song. This song is called The Door, and it is by Zion Marley, one of the nominees for the CMAs this year. Let's get it.
Visions of nothing, the addiction, no position to turn to. All the wounds, all the aches and after blues to live in truth. They holding back the door, we holding back our tears. We can't take much more, but we not have none. We not have none. We not have none.
All right, so I'm gonna keep it going because I don't want to be here till I'm on in. But up next we have Shaggy and Sting, and they've collaborated to bring you Till I'm On In. So this is a playful grown folk record. It's a little bit of crossover charm, yes.
We'll drop them on the iTunes wallet. Big Sona, Batona, Big Sona, Batona, Sting.
When my sound play big tunes, lighters in the air, the vibes up in the street, and that's just how it feels when reggae music plays. Can't help but move your feet, pull up the vibe 'cause the music is sweet, yeah. Shaggy got lyrics to spit on this beat, yeah.
Select a play the big tune, you feel me? Right back till the morning. Hey, turn up the music, make me rock and come in. Right back till the morning. Well, crowd of people follow the place and sound string up na the lawn. Dance catch a fire when the big tune turn on. Some push up them lighters, some sound the ear on. Dollar bill it a fi flick, a money pull up off it one. Make you turn up that tune, you just say me. And the pretty girl them run up on a ball out fi Shaggy. Some take up the microphone and pick up every crew and passe. Latch up no Sting and come sing out fi way.
When my sound play big tunes, lighters in the air, pure vibes up in the street, and that's just how it feels when reggae music plays. Can't help but move your feet, pull up the vibe 'cause the music is sweet, yeah. Sting and Shaggy, we be killing this beat, yeah.
Cause when Saturday night reach and nobody now step, new clothes, new car, everything prep. Be a boss say walk in a designer crib, forward in a Shelly bar and tell no more liquor no left. Can't just smoke full up the place, now but up no damn cigarette. Tell selector pull up the tune, now watch it forward him again. Not no nice like dancer, it a the greatest. Sweet reggae music and nobody now stress.
When my sound play big tunes, lighters in the air, pure vibes up in the streets, and that's just how it feels when reggae music plays. Can't help but move your feet, pull up the vibe 'cause the music is sweet, yeah. Sting and Shaggy, we be killing this beat, yeah.
Select a play the big tune, you feel me? Right back till the morning. Hey, turn up the music, make me rock and come in. Right back till the morning.
I just love that tune. So as we keep it moving, we're going to get into Wife and Sweetheart, Christopher Martin. And, you know, Christopher Martin always brings clarity and charisma to his music, and this song is no different. Again, nominated for the CMAs, Wife and Sweetheart. Let's go.
If I could have my way, man, I would live like the great King Solomon in modern day. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. I wish. And when we going on a date, you know, send me, I bring the both of them. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when the tree are with the road, there's no problem. Hey, you see my wifey, she a like my sidekick. And you see my sweetheart, don't call her no side chick. Imagine up in the house and we inside it. The possibilities of it happening sounds exciting. But we mention that a big trouble. So for a peaceful life, a girl is have to juggle. It would be nice if somebody's nice, the tree or we are cuddle. Me no want to hear about that, no fear, you know the standard double. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when we going on a date, me I bring both of them. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when the tree are with the road, there's no problem. Nobody now fi worry, everybody get them time. Some now fi split it up because the two of them are mine. We do everything together, everything fine. And none of them no jealous, none of them no bad mind. Cause life would be rich, three of us walking down easy street. And never looking out. Me just a I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when we going on a date, you know, send me I bring the both of them. The both of them. I wish my and my sweetheart could be friends. And when three are with my sweetheart, don't call her no side chick. Imagine it happening sounds exciting. But for mention that a big trouble. So for a peaceful life, a girl is have to juggle. It would be nice if somebody nice, the tree my sweetheart could be friends. And when we going on a date, me I bring both of them. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when the tree are with the road, there's no problem. Nobody now fi worry, everybody get them time. Some now fi split it up because the two of them are mine. We do everything together, everything fine. And none of them no jealous, none of them no bad mind. Cause life would be really sweet, three of us walking down easy street, yeah. And everybody asking how me do it. Me just asking me teeth. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when we going on a date, me I bring both of them. I wish my wife and my sweetheart could be friends. And when the three are we apart, there is no problem. Yeah, watch it, three are we apart in a one car. Three are we the road, vibes overload, and everything is alright. Everything is alright. Watch it, three are we apart in a one. Three are we a flex and nobody no vex. Cause everything is alright. I tell you everything is alright. I wish my wife and my dad could be friends. And then we go.
I couldn't subscribe to that. But I mean, we can have our wishes and our dreams and our hopes and our aspirations. Minion, I subscribe to that, baby. Sorry, boss. Not sorry at all. All right, so as we keep it going, Leela Ike and Massacre gave us the gift of Romantic, which is a sweet modern blend of reggae and dancehall energy. So, let's vibe out to that. Let's vibe out to that. Mad vibes, pick up yourself every time you see.
I'm on a romantic call, talking to my baby over the yard. I'm on a romantic call, Leela Ike, you can't go take the fraud. Hey, I'm on a romantic call, talking talking to my baby over the yard. I want a romantic call. Lila Ike, you can't go take the fraud. Hey, pump vibe, no. Come on for your pumps and pride, no. Didn't your friend come tell us me like yo? Make you a hype, so I mean know you like the vibe, but you a whole composure. I bet you if me get a little closer, want to grab me like your controller. I make note of how me waist and move so nice. Hey, yes, I'm on a romantic call, talking to my baby over the yard. I'm on a romantic call. Lila Ike, you can't go take the fraud. Hey, I'm on a romantic call, talking to my baby over the yard. I'm on a romantic call. Lila Ike, you can't go take the fraud.
I don't want the call end. Tell you what then I say I love you from when. One style, nothing no borrow from them. You know style when you wind up from them. Your phone line ring a big again. Now ease up and be a pressure me a send. And if you don't pick it up and love letter me a send. Your ratings higher than a mountain. A great things with the future we chosen. Me open, my arms come baby. You're golden, you're driving me crazy. Me did frozen, and still I see if it talk to me baby.
I'm on a romantic call, talking to my baby over the yard. I'm on a romantic call. Lila Ike, you can't go take the fraud. No, I'm on a romantic call, talking to my baby round on me yard. I'm on a romantic call. Lila Ike, you can't go take the fraud. Hey, hey, hey.
Say you don't know, say hot romance desire romantic call. Say you me like you don't have it like you my girl.
All right.
All of the man them. What me say? Patch up on the kiss. Watch ya.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't cut it when Patra's talking because that would be so disrespectful. You can't do that. You can't do that. She's the queen of the pack, right? So you can't do that. Anyway, I stand corrected. Let me just correct myself from now so nobody comes for me. I believe I mentioned that Sanchez was nominated for I Am Not Missing You. That is not the case. If I did mention the song that he was nominated for, but regardless, Sanchez has a nomination for his new album, Jam Down. So we're going to play the title track on that album because this is important, man. This is a moment for the legend. This is a man who's known for covers and such, and now he's nominated for original work. And I'm not saying that Sanchez never put out original work. I'm not saying that at all. Sanchez has put out a lot of original work. His gospel albums, I have them. They're amazing. But it's beautiful when you can see Sanchez get nominated for an award. He more than deserves it. So big up yourself, Sanchez. This is Jam Down. Yeah, this is let's go.
Jamaica.
And let me just say, he came in with a heavy rhythm, like, whew. All right. Let's start that again. Let's go.
Jamaica, land that I love you. Jam down, jam down, jam down. Now when the sun goes down, said it's a city of broken dreams, but it's my town. Well, jam down is where my story begins.
You know, one thing I love is like all of the love songs for Jamaica that are on this nomination list. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And this is not even like, I got one more for you. All right, I feel so disrespectful for talking over Sanchez's track. So may I go hall and set it. You know, I'm not gonna talk, me just go vibe.
Jamaica, land that I love you. Jam down, jam down, jam down. Now when the sun goes down, said it's a city of broken dreams, but it's my town. Well, jam down is where my story begins.
Just a smile on their faces said they're truly amazed. We love all the attention, this is where we belong. People of the city stand strong, strong, strong. Well, I love you to my heart and my soul. And when you love me back, it makes me whole. City of hope, I say city of pain. But in my heart, you will always remain my own. Oh, Jamaica.
Jam down city.
Jam down, jam down, jam down. Now when the sun goes down.
The sun goes down.
Said it's a city of broken dreams, but it's my town, my town. Jam down, jam down, jam down is where my story begins.
Where my story begins.
It's got the city of queens and the city of kings.
Kingston City.
Well, I am yours to every time, every beat and every rhyme. Oh, well, I love you to my heart and my soul. And when you love me back, it makes me whole. City of hope, I say city of pain. But in my heart, you will always remain my own. Oh, Jamaica. Hey, no regrets shall linger as we embrace our desires. True love set a fire, taking us higher than higher. Jam down, jam down, jam down. Now when the sun goes down, said it's a city of broken
I see Bree
dreams,
Cash out
but
there
it's
dancing.
my
Yeah, yeah.
town. Oh Lord, jam down, jam down, jam down is where my story begins. It's got the city of queens and the city of kings. I walk around and see people who are lost in a daze. Just a smile on their faces said they're truly amazed. We love all the attention, this is where we belong. People of the city stand strong, strong, strong. Well, I love you to my heart and my soul. And when you love me back, it makes me whole. City of hope, I say city of pain. But in my heart, you will always remain my own. Oh, Jamaica, my heart will always be with you.
And you know, he still sounds
Oh,
amazing
Jamaica.
after all this time. Like, you know.
Jam down, jam down, jam down. Now when the sun
All right.
goes down.
So where do you find people in the Caribbean diaspora? Well, you find them all over the world. So this is Lila Ike and Protege with All Over the World, a global-minded record with pure chemistry.
In New York they want me, and I'm gonna be there. That city's calling, yes I'm gonna be there. Africa is crying, yes I'm gonna be there. Spreading the love all over the world.
Step out calmly, on me like a million pound me. Paper fold up like origami. Now go see me and no pull up with the army. Anyway them call we hard like it place now. Reggae with the rhythm and the bass now. Style you couldn't catch no bother chase now. Bob said them I got tired till we face now. When he dance stage show, we come around them. We are bringing vibes in your town then. I feel living life in the moment. Let me tell you from time. Now you realize that the whole world know them.
They want we, and we gonna be there. Brazil keeps calling, yes you gonna see me. In Japan them want me, and I'm gonna be there. Spreading the love all over the world, all over the world.
let's keep it moving. So, you know how I was talking about the love songs to Jamaica? Well, I mean, it continues, right? So we got, and this song is up for collaboration of the year. Happy to see Barris Hammond up in there. We got Friends Only, Jesse Royal, Medicine, and Barris Hammond, who teamed up to give us Born in Jamaica. And this is a celebration of roots, lineage, and home. Nominated for collaboration of the year for the Caribbean Music Awards 2026. Let's get it.
From move forward. When the youths them organize and stepping in a one academy, a big claim with our son God for us. You might know them, but you don't know us. Better back up if you don't know what you want to do. Black talent and copper will fly through you. You better back up if you don't know what you want to do. Give the youths them the respect which part it's
you. Know what them feel like. Them I wonder if I real life. Yeah, we're there up on the seaside. The slave ship them overload. We fling them overboard. Me not know what them feel like. Man a rebel in a real life. Spark the herb and make the green light. Said they cut you off the load. And you hear this on the sun.
Say me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. The something come from. Yes, something come. Yes, me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. Born in Jamaica, where the something come from, where the something come from. Yeah, say me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. Way down. Ooh, just feel the breeze. Look at the children dancing in the streets. Pure vibes. Everything's alive, yeah. Now you see what's going down, and you know what's going on. Say yeah.
You don't know what them feel like. Them I wonder if I real life. And you're with them up on the seaside. The slave ship them overload. We fling them overboard. Me not know what them feel like. Man a rebel in a real life. Spark the herb and make the green light. Said they cut you off the load. And you hear this on the sun.
Say me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. The something come from. Yes, something come. Yes, me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. Yeah. Born in Jamaica, where the something come from. Where the something come from. Yeah, say me born in Jamaica, where the something come from. Heavenly Father, will you bless my soul? I leave you in full control. Everything is up to you. Do what you gotta do, yes. Kneel to you when I pray. As I say, born in Jamaica, where the something come from. The something come from, where the something come. Yeah, me born in Jamaica, where the something come from.
All right, so Chronix has re-entered the chat. Not here, but you know, he should enter the chat here. But with album nomination for his latest project, Exile. And I believe I played Exile last week. So I'm going to play a different track. Keep on Rising, Chronix, off of his Exile album. And this album is up for an award for the CMAs 2026. message is huge, people. We got to listen to it again.
Keep on rising to the top now. Keep on rising to the top. Keep on rising to the top now. Keep on rising to the top. Keep on rising to the top now. Keep on rising to the top. There's a burning fire in your heart, yeah. Fight with everything you got. They know they're afraid of us. There's levels to greatness. When you feel you're in darkness, just remember your light is shining. We got to keep on rising to the top now. Keep on rising to the top. If there's a burning fire in your heart, yeah. Fight with everything you got. You got to keep on rising to the top, yeah. Keep on rising to the top. Jaja gave us the heart of a lion. We will never let fear hold us back, no way. We need is love and peace. We're strong and free. Jah made us all complete. Keep on rising to the top, yeah. Keep on rising to the top. And when the Eden and chat behind your back, I'm telling you, oh, keep on rising to the top. Keep on rising to the top now. Keep on rising to the top. I know when times get hard, you are my rock, my sister. So keep on rising to the top. Level up, never give up. You level up, let the devil fed up. You level up, never give up. You level up, my brother. Yes, you got to level up. I said they can't play with us to level up. Them say we too dangerous to level up. Never give up, you level up. The people move up, you got to keep on rising to the
Yes,
top.
I love music that just
Keep on
tells you to
rising
uplift
to the
yourself
top.
and just, you know.
Got to keep on rising
And
to the
this
top.
next track, I believe it does the same thing. Love in a Lovely Way, Lila Ike, and this is off of her Treasure Self-Love album, which is up for Album of the Year, Reggae Album of the Year at the CMAs.
Is what we talking about. Yes, our love I feel for love in a lovely way. Love will not change and it stay the same. Love is so pure it a shine a light. Love is so sure it has saved my life. And love can heal the pain what we deal with and face on a daily basis. Our love I go save the day. Love I feel lead the way. Love, yes, that's what we talking about. Love, yes, I wanna hear you shout it out. Love, yes, that's what we talking about. Love, yes, well love look like you give me, and me give you love too. Now what do are we? The kind of love we pursue, you see truthfully. It must step on the inside, for you share it outside, then it's spread around while I feel heal. You see, it gets better with time. You believe in me, and that I make my light shine more easily. So now I'm gonna keep trying. I know I'll be fine. Together we'll find the way to love in a lovely way. Love will not change and it stay the same. Love is so pure it has shine a light. Love is so sure it has saved my life, yes. And love can heal that pain but we deal with and face on a daily basis. I love I go save the day. Love I feel lead the way. That's what we talking about. Love is. I wanna hear you shout it out. Love is. That's what we talking about. Love is. And newfound love is like a brand new toy. It fills you up. You wanna burst with joy. When you're in love, it's a wonderful thing. Your mind's at rest. You wanna try your best. Prepare a place in your heart. That's where it all starts. Prepare a place in your heart. That's where it all starts. Oh gosh, a place in your heart. Yeah, together, love in a lovely way. Yeah, love in a lovely way. I need that love in a lovely way. Yeah, love in a lovely way.
You know, that's the type of tune that, you know, you could meditate to. And hopefully you get to meditate at home, because there's no place like home. This is Jesse Royal, No Place Like Home. Let's go.
Pure vibes from the sunrise, and it only amplifies when the sun sets. Pure vibes from the sunrise, and it only amplifies when the sun sets.
No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home.
Natural spring water for me tata. Get me at the plug is everything me in charge of. Made it out the mud, come and learn to work smarter. And if you don't like that, drink some coconut water. Wash off your
Clean your heart.
Rub off it with master. Skanking sweet when the big sound turn on ya. Have a little drips of bubble like a hot water. One day she plan to be the morning after.
No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home.
Alright, my yard, my home, my city, my zone. Tried it with my eyes closed. Backyard, Wharf Road. Know every street code. Ragamuffin, Rockstone. Real friends, swelling up, believe we are alone. Vibes when me a deliver. Honey and a vinegar. We and them not similar. Them still need some similar. Usher in the new era. Year time expired. The love we want is new that got this started. We are bringing back.
No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home. No place like home, no place like home, no place like home.
There ain't no place I'd rather be than where protects my sanity. Oh, you mean so much to me because you are you, I am me. Ain't no place I'd rather be than right here under this tree. Oh, you mean so much to me because you are you, I am me.
No place like home, no place like home, no place like home.
All right.
No place like home, no place like home, no.
All right. So we're going to get into the last song. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to get into the last song on our nominations list from the CMAs. Big up yourselves, Caribbean Music Awards. You can vote at caribmusicawards.com. So make sure that you do that. That's CARIB, musicawards.com. Go over there and vote. Now, this track is a cross-genre spark. And we're going to close out the night with this one, but then we have 2 more tracks after this, so don't go away yet. This is the Push to Start remix. Sean Paul and Tyler team up to give us this track. Let's go.
Life and living and never Thanksgiving, it don't know it's Sean the Peasy. The girls I'm over breezy. Alongside Tyler, now the world hot up like fire.
The way we move, skin on the skin. No separation, need no conversation, nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going 0 to 100, nah, nah. Riding, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking you too long. Right before I decide to go. You hurt me, all this I made up if you deserve me, yeah.
Girl, my love is worth it. Press it up, girl.
Push the stars. I like you hurt me, all this I made up if you deserve me, yeah.
Shake it up like an earthquake. Press it up, girl.
Push the stars.
Bang, bang, bang.
Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. Give me life and I'll change yours.
Who needs signs? I say flourish.
On the high, way we loaded.
Girl, if you hold it, make me load it.
Oh, hey, you hurt me. All this I made up if you deserve me, yeah.
Girl, my love is worth it. Press it up, girl.
Push the stars.
I got you, girl.
I like you hurt me. All this I made up if you deserve me, yeah.
Shake it up like an earthquake. Press it up, girl.
Push the stars. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation.
I got stuff.
Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination.
Right away.
Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we going, pick a destination.
Hey, big girl.
Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life, I'll change yours. Who needs eyes?
So I want to say big up to the Caribbean Music Awards for just this amazing situation that's going on, and all the beautiful music that is being recognized. And, shout out to all the nominees. And I hope that, it turns into a night that you are, full joying and just having a great time. So before we close out the night, I said I promised you 2 more tracks, and then me I go ga me yard. I am at my yard, but me I go ga me yard. Come on to your ears on ga me yard. So next week, as I mentioned earlier when Kevin was here, next week Turbulence is going to join the big conversation. He's going to sit in the big conversation chair and we are going to talk. So I'm looking forward to that. So this is your teaser. So we're heading straight into Kingston Energy because Turbulence is touching the Big and Serious podcast, a man known for passion, presence, and message music, and one of the most powerful voices of his generation. And yes, we're stepping into the world of Notorious. Well, we did step into the world of Notorious, but right now we are going to play Ready for Love, which is Miss Diva's track featuring Turbulence, and they're both going to be on the Edmonton Love and Unity Reggae Festival on August 15th in Edmonton. So get your tickets, get your plane tickets if you're not in that vicinity, and let's go over there and have a good time. So Ready for Love, Miss Diva featuring Turbulence. Turbulence will be here next week. This is your teaser. Let's go.
Oh, Diva.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Our love is forever.
You know something I forgot to tell you how I really feel. You know something I forgot to express how I really feel about you. Listen this now.
Talk to me.
Trying to figure out where we went wrong.
I don't know where we went.
Trying to pick up the pieces. Our love has never been so strong.
My love for you is never.
I only got one question to ask you. Is this love worth fighting for? Oh yeah, 'cause I'm ready to walk through the door. Oh yeah, is this love worth fighting for? 'Cause I'm ready to walk through the door. Oh yeah.
Actions speak louder than words. Loving all your edges and your curves. Step through my door, put no disturbance signs. Girl, you're so fine, and you are always on my mind. Diva, loving you is a privilege. Go and wake the town and tell the villages. We're looking so good together, check the images. Him can't take you away, no matter how skilled it is.
Love worth fighting for. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm ready to walk through the door. Oh yeah. Is this love worth fighting for? 'Cause I'm ready to walk through the door. Oh yeah.
Talk to me, baby.
I spend lonely nights thinking about what we've been through. I wanna make love to you in my bed every night.
I'm doing you right, baby.
Is this love worth fighting for?
Is this love?
Is this love worth fighting for?
Of course it's worth fighting for.
'Cause I'm ready to walk through that door. Oh yeah. Is this love worth fighting for?
Ready for love, ready for love.
'Cause I'm ready to walk through that door. Oh yeah. You know something I forgot really tell you how I feel though. I wanted to spend my life with you. I wanted you to be my everything. Well, guess what? Change our plans. Is this love worth fighting for? Baby, I'm so sick of crying. Oh yeah, yeah. Is this love worth fighting for? Give me a reason to stick with you, 'cause we plan to spend my life with you.
Yeah, you know. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, sorry, I just cut it. Sorry about that. So, next week, Turbulence joins the big conversation. You can catch Turbulence and Miss Diva, amongst others, at the Edmonton Love and Unity Reggae Festival. So don't miss it. I want to say big up to Kevin Simpson for joining us from the Edmonton Reggae Music Festival Society. And big up to everybody for spending their time with me tonight. Now, before we wrap up tonight, I want us to take a moment to come back into ourselves. So just soften your jaw, relax your shoulders, and let your body settle wherever you are. This is your Stagalag. Let's go. So people, take a slow breath in, hold it for a beat, and let it out easy. Let's do that one more time. Slow breath in, hold it for a beat, and let it out easy. I want you to picture yourself somewhere calm. Maybe on the road, maybe by the water, maybe just on your own space, in your own space, with the music low and the world quiet. No pressure. No deadlines. Just you, breathing and being. Let's do another breath. In, let it rise, let it fall. And as you settle in, I want you to remember this. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to apologize for joy. And you don't have to shrink to make anyone comfortable. You're allowed to take up space, and you're allowed to enjoy yourself while you do it. Let's do one more breath in and out. And as we close the night, I want you to remember, this is the Big and Serious Podcast. Music, conversation, and a little trouble every time. And carry that with you. A little mischief, a little sweetness, and a whole lot of seriousness where it counts. I'm Angie Goodaz. This was your Stagalag. Stay steady, stay sweet, and stay just a touch bad. I'll see you next week. Be good till then. Be safe.